Alright man, so what's up guys, Airball here and I'm back with another video. And this is going to be the best center build on NBA 2K26 made in NBA 2K25. Now the my player build information just came out today and I saw a lot of really good builds that were made. But specifically today I'm going to be focusing on the center in NBA 2K25. Alright, so obviously I don't have 2K26 yet. I wasn't at community day or anything. Maybe one day I'll be at community day. But you know, we still get a pretty good idea of what a build could look like on NBA 2K26, and we can make it on NBA 2K25 and see what it can get. Now, starting off with the position, it's going to be center, obviously, 7 foot for the height. 7 foot is looking really good, but 7'4s also are looking really nice because they get 62 speed at minimum weight. They get 62 speed. At 25, a 7'3 center can only get 60 speed. So having 7'4 with +2 speed from that is going to look really, really glitchy. And although the strength is low, you don't need strength to get box out beasts this year. So maybe 7'4s with low strength might just be the wave. I don't know. But we're going to go rock with 7 foot for now. We're going to go 239 for the weight, and the wingspan is going to be 7'6". Now 7'6" is the max wingspan you can get this year. Now at 26 you have a 78 3-pointer. On 25 you have 77. So that's all good. We're just going to factor that in as we make this build. But again, the attributes are going to be like a little bit different, and this exact build might not be able to be made on 26. It could be a 98 overall instead of maxed out, but that's besides the point. Let's just get right to the build. So the close shot is going to be a 74. Alright, we're going to have a 74 on the close shot. We're going to have a 53 on the driving layup, and then a 73 on the driving dunk. And driving dunk is going to be pretty nice. So we're going to be able to get park dunks, and you'll be able to get posterizer on bronze, which I think is solid enough. And in general, you'll be able to catch lobs. You'll be able to get a decent amount of driving dunks on this build. We're gonna have an 81 on the standing dunk, which will get us rise up on silver, which again is pretty solid. The gameplay reveal just came out yesterday, and I did see that meter standing dunks are really easy this year, especially when you're going against smaller like guards. So if you have 81 standing dunk, you get the pro contact dunks already, and you get rise up, so I think that's make it a little bit easier to get these standing dunks. Post control is going to be a 51. This isn't really a post score kind of build. This is going to be a popper. Alright, so the shooting, we're going to have 77. This will be 78 for the 3-pointers. So we could technically go 68 mid-range. I'm just not going to do that just for the sake of this video because I want to get all the attributes we can get for this kind of build. We're going to keep the free throw the same. We're going to have an 87 on the pass accuracy. So we're going to have break starter on gold, which is solid. You can max +2 this even because we're going to specialize in shooting, and shooting will give us shooting specialization will get us set shot from silver to Hall of Fame. Alright, so from silver to Hall of Fame, they'll use your max +1 on dead eye to get that to silver, but your tier 1 max +2, you can use that on break starter or paint patroller, which is, I would use paint patroller, but it's really up to you. The interior defense is going to be an 88, so 88 interior will get us post lockdown on gold once we apply some cap breakers, which will be fine. Perimeter is going to be a 62, which will get us a movable enforcer. Steel is going to be a 67, which will get us a glove on bronze. It's a tier 2 badge, which means you can mess around with it a little bit, try to get that up to gold even if you wanted to. But in general, 67 is a little bit better than 60, and it'll help out a little bit with getting lanes, and also you get the glove badge, so I don't really think it's too bad to put on, but you can really do whatever you want. The block is going to be a 93, and 93 block will get us paint patrol on gold, and this is what I would use your max +1 tier 1 on, or max +2 tier 1 on, so that way you get a legend paint patroller. Alright, the offensive rebounding is going to be a 94, and the defensive rebounding is also going to be a 94. So for day 1, this isn't really the best kind of build you would make. This is more waiting for long term. But if you want to mess around with the attributes a little bit, you can put your defensive rebounding up to 88 or down to 88, and then put your O board up to a 96. That way you can at least get your Hall of Fame rebound chaser, or you can even go 97 on one of these attributes, and then you can specialize in rebounding, and then max plus, or not max plus 2 +2 cap breakers, you can get your rebounding up to 99, and that way you can unlock legend box out and legend rebound chaser. But for me, I'm gonna make I'm just gonna kind of wait it out. I'm not really going to make too many builds this year, so I'm going to wait till I get my cap breakers. And I only need 10. I only need 10 to get 99 and 99. So that's going to be okay, for me at least. But like I said, you can switch it to wherever you want to. Speed is going to be maxed out at 71. We are going to need a lot of speed on this build because keep in mind, 7.4s can get 62 speed. That's already almost as fast as 71 speed. But 62 and 71, I mean, it's a little bit of a difference. But 7 foot in general, you're just going to be a lot faster. And we're also going to have something else to combat kind of having a 71 speed. And that's going to be the vertical. But the strength will be an 81. And with our build specialization, we're going to use our 2 cap breakers on strength, because remember, you can use your build specialization cap breakers on physicals. So we're already going to have a max 3-pointer of 78, so there's no reason to really use your cap breakers on shooting, but we can use them on physicals, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to put our +2 cap breakers from build specialization into strength to get it up to 83, potentially 84. We're gonna have to see what it's like with the lower attribute, going up to 84 strength. But I feel like a lot of the lower strength centers are gonna be the meta this year, because we don't really need we don't need any strength actually to get box out beast. So we're just going with 81 or 83, 84 to get our gold post lock and to get our silver brick wall. But if it turns out that box outs are actually pretty good without a high strength rating, you might be seeing some 7.4s walking around with 73 strength but having that 62 speed, and they'll be very, very effective. We're just gonna have to wait and see. For now, I'm just gonna put the strength up. We can get 84 strength potentially with 2 cap breakers, and that way we can get silver brick wall and also post lockdown on gold. And the vertical is gonna be 84, which will get us high find denier on Hall of Fame. Now, for your max +2s, like I said, you want to specialize in shooting. You want to get set shot specialist to Hall of Fame. For your tier 1 max +2, I would put it on paint patrol to get that up to legend. If you do get cap breakers, and you can put your block up to 97, and that way you can only use tier 1 max +1 to get that up to legend, and then you can use your tier 1 max +2 to get a break starter up to legend. So there's some things to think about, but for now I would go max +2 tier 1 to paint patrol, or max +2 tier 2 to dimer to get that up to legend. And your tier 1 max +1, you could put, I mean, probably break starter is the best thing to do to get Hall of Fame. And then your tier 2 max +1 is going to be high find denier up to legend. Alright, so a lot of good badges we get with this build, especially after cap breakers. You can switch around your max +1s and 2s and all that, and you can get a lot of good badges that will make this build really, really fun and really solid to use. The name of this build is going to be a playmaking defensive anchor. I've already seen some crazy names on 2K26, so I'm expecting to get a lot better build name than that, but we're just going to have to wait and see. But that's going to do it for the video. If you guys liked it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to post daily on this channel now, so make sure to stay tuned for more uploads in the future. But yeah, this is Airball. Peace.